fine again. Yeah, we'll continue with episode 2 Turnabout Sisters. Welcome to Pumpkin Domo channel / stream, depending on where you're watching this. Just came back, well, left and then came back because there was some streaming issues, so hopefully it's sort of resolved now and it's pretty stable. No weird lags or anything like that. Wait, detention center. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes. Laugh at fallen Miss May? No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head doo-doo brains? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring this security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask me of then, For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Oh, wow, the music. Sure, let's talk. That man. About that man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in your lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it. Bottom feeding some scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Okay, that wasn't very fruitful at all. I can't press on. Is there anything else? Nothing really here. Sure, I'll present this. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Okay, that's not gonna be helpful. Then let's just move. Let's go to the law offices if there's anyone here. September 7, Faye and Company Law Officers. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. Police really gave this place a working over. Doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around though. Sure, let's take a look around. These don't have check marks. Sky's blue and so am I. There's a hotel right across the way. His favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made me cry. I'll have to check it out one of these days. That's the same dialogue. Couldn't cram more legal books. Wanted to, I don't know. Are some of the some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining. No, you're not imagining things. There must be some files missing. Yo, the killer might have taken some of those files. Okay, let's try the hotel. September 7, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, no, not at all, sir, not at all. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you're our honored guest. Please, let me know if there is anything I can bring you. Okay, let's have a chat. Miss May. Oh, Miss May. Oh, her, sir. Not to boast, but I knew that the moment I saw her, she'd do it. I said, do what? Start to think the most suspicious person is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could definitely identify him. Photo? Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I promise that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Yeah, whatever floats your tea set. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. Let's examine. Okay, that's the same dialogue. Oh, yes. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to kill. Just kidding, sir. Oh, by the look in his eyes, I'd say he's more than serious. Nope, the bottle. Oh, bottle's not. Oh, wait, what's this? Bottle, 2 glasses. Why hasn't it been cleaned? Beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. Yeah, this guy's got some interesting viewpoints, let's say. Simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Here. There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. Okay. Do we have anything to present to him? Nope. Alright, let's move to the law offices. Over here. September 7. Grossberg Law Offices. Welcome, viewers. Hello. Looks like Grossberg is out today again. Maybe he is avoiding me for some reason. Examine. There's a picture. Oh wait, what happened to the painting? Expensive looking mahogany. Bookshelves, yes. They don't look like they've ever been read. Of course. No clues here. Okay. Expensive hot plant. Okay, well, for clients. The painting's gone. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of a fisherman. It's not Marvin Grossberg, that's for sure. It's not Sunflowers. Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting, anyhow. It was fisherman. I remember there was a guy. It's definitely not Grossberg. Grossberg is a different looking person. What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in the back with pencil. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Let's see DL Exhibit A. Who's this lady? Sure, I've seen this person somewhere. Is this April May? No. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo, and it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Okay, Exhibit A. Let's try Exhibit B. Oh, it's. We know that this is the murderer from the prologue to this episode. That's not really spoilers or anything like that. Question is, how are we gonna prove that this guy is the murderer? Photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Yeah. I don't know the other person. This one will provoke something. Let's go back here. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. That man. About that man who stayed with you. Can you tell me what is it? I'm not telling. Look, he's being accused of murder. I don't think you want to be protecting him. Would you have sold out the late Miss Faye to the cops? No? See? Damn. Maybe if I had something to do for talking. Well, I moved us back to where we were. So we got the picture from the other law office. I'm gonna go and present it to this person, the bellboy. Okay. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit, swearing that it's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Have him write it down. Sure. Well, sure. Why not? Yes. Oh yeah, and just if you just jumped right in again, I had to restart my computer because it froze. I'm not sure why. It was fully charged and even plugged in, so might be putting it at full performance level that stopped it. I don't know. I'm not quite sure these days. Especially maybe this laptop is seeing way too much action in such a short amount of time. Yeah. Well, what can you do sometimes? I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who wrote the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit describes the man who stayed with Miss May at hotel on the night of the murder. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so now talk mode. we'll move to where Miss May was. Miss May? Where Miss May was where we froze. I'm just gonna save again. Just in case. You again? Can't take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You just don't have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this is done, I'm shaving my head. Let's present the affidavit. Should we present the picture? I'll present the picture first. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times I'm not telling you... where did you... Ha! A reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have a proof that that was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. So close. Yes, we'll show her the affidavit. Oh, please. Could you have a look at this? What's that? Bellboy's affidavit. Tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with him. I mean with you. It was most definitely this guy. Ugh. Now I'm getting somewhere. We'll be nice. We'll be nice. Let's erase her first. Okay, she's vulnerable now. I should be gentle. Miss May, it would be easy for me to hand this affidavit to the police. If they get involved, wouldn't your boss be even more inconvenienced? All I want to do is have a little chat with him. You won't tell me? Is that all you have to say? Yes. If it's so easy for you to get the police involved, then why don't you? Somehow I think you're not up to it, Show them a little kindness and they jump all over you. That had the opposite effect of what I hoped. Ah, poor little lawyer. And you were so close. This isn't working. I think I've worn out this piece of paper's usefulness. Dang it, I should have pushed. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Man in the photo is the one I want. Why did April May not want to talk about him? She must know him. Oh, dang it. Should have pushed. Here I thought being nice was gonna do it. Nope. Try the law offices again. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Where the heck is that loafer? Ah, that old familiar. Clearing of the throat. Aha! Ha! You again! You again! Yes. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Wow. You were quite the thing, my boy. Yes. Well, yeah. Excuse me? The trial, yes, the trial, yeah. He was there? Reminded me of myself when I was a youth. Yes, when I was a youth. Young days, yes. I guess something got passed down through Mia, maybe. It brings back memories, it does. Yes, it does. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Yes. I apologize. It was a little bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd much rather you give me some information. This child. So you came to see the child? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Yes. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. Yes. My boy, I owe you my thanks. Truly, yes. Don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. If you were that worried about it, why didn't you offer to defend her? Refusal. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Right? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. Yes, more time, yes. Does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. That painting. The other day I'm sure there was a big pretentious looking painting on that wall. Pretentious looking? Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, where did it go? Ah, yes, well, I got rid of it, yes. Quite tired of the thing, really. I sold it, you see? Yes, that's right. Sold it? I'm not sure I'd buy that. Was that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how it's any of your business. Please, speak no more of that accursed painting. I didn't, yes, I didn't know, yes. Let's present you with this picture. Why do we have this? Excuse me. Oh shoot. Coding overload again. Frick. I was wondering about this photograph. Oh, where did you get that? I borrowed it. Well, give it back at once. Mr. Grossberg, tell me the man in this photo. He may have been in that hotel room with April May on the night of the murder. You know something about him? Anything? Him. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. However, you didn't hear it from me, if you follow. That man is Mr. Red White. He's the president of Blue Corp. Red, white. Red, white, blue. Yo. Mia's last words. Blue Corp. There's something like a detective agency, right? They're information pros. They sell information, you see. Sensitive information. Despite his name, Mr. White has the blackest reputation of any man in this country. Yes, yes, black. They're black. Should you run across him, watch what you say. Yes, watch what you say, my boy. You wouldn't want him digging up any dirt on you. Selling information sounds like blackmail. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? I suppose. Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. Even if April May couldn't have done it, he could have. Time to take action. Photograph returned. Now I must ask you to leave. I need to think about things alone. Okay. Nothing else. Might as well examine it for the check mark. Okay, so it seems like we progressed somewhere. What I will do is save just in case another one of those computer freezes happens. Okay. Oh, Blue Corp. New area unlock. Oh, there's the painting. I'm not sure if that's a fisherman. That's definitely not Mr. Grossman. September 7, Blue Corp Inc. CEO's office. What's with this surreal decor? Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquisitively asking that title you go by. Right? Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my gigantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. No, that's not what CEO is. Okay. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with a worldly challenge. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yikes. This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. I'm gonna examine it first. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original. Worth 5 million for sure. Okay. Impressive lineup of trophies. Judges Special Runner-Up, Best Participation, Judges Cooperation Awards, Special Good Try Prize. The words judges and special kind of stand out. Statue of man holding up the rope. Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, but probably too beauticious for you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little too beauticious for just about anyone to appreciate. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. Guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the thing. It is a model on my body, you see. Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? Okay there, Mr. Blue Corp. Gross. Alright, let's talk. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct! She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. No, definitely no. It is inevitable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Night of the murder. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt that you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho! The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Blue Corp. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say, we are the future. Sell information. In just 10 years, I built this business up in the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color of blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? Okay, what the frick? painting. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes! What might that be? The big painting on the wall over there, I've seen it before. Yeah, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh, just yesterday, actually. Your point being... My point is simple, or rather my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. And yes, again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble print. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? Oof. Oh, what? He punched me. What? This guy punched us? Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me for assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Grossberg's, I presume? Mr. Grody... Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is something much more. There's nothing more to discuss. Okay, well, give us our next lead, I guess. We'll head back to Grossberg's. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jumping Jehoshaphat. It's... you, yes. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess, yes. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. Face child. Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last... isn't this the same thing we've... refusal... This, Mr. White, this me. So I paid Blue Corp a visit to... Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. See, it's just... big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging there the other day, was there not? One you said no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed? I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a rather large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. He's blackmailing. Your lovers. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail. I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Oh, very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest, so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate? What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weakness, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident. I see you may have guessed. The name of the back of those photographs. As you expected, could not stand in defense of Maya because of this, yes. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. Gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to harm to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. The DL6 incident. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 13 years ago now. I've received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Mia's mom. Her name was Misty Faye. Faye? Indeed, she was Mia's mother, yes, rest her soul. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. Reason for blackmail. Oh my gosh. Coding overloaded again. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grausberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want to know they were using the medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told them. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and came to see me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his very move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay. Do we have anything to present? Okay, let's see. It's funny looking at this one. Said there could be clues here. Maybe I should have another look. It's definitely this. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's see. Which file should I look at? Well, let's look at A to I first. Maybe there's DL6 here. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F, Misty Faye. That's Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the one who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So me and you, Grossberg. Okay. Let's try... Oh, red is probably here. J. Let's see. J, S. Nothing much here. Skim. Well, no harm in flipping through this a bit. The biggest part here at the end is suicide. Ooh. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Article about politician suicide. The word white is written special in pencil at the top. Yes. Let's just check T to Z in case there's something. T. I know, W. White. The entire W section is missing. Is it taken? Oh. Okay. So, who should we go to? Let's try the law offices. Found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Yes, not a bad idea. Oh, no. Apparently May is in questioning. Doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Let's go to Blue Group again. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Ew. Yes, there's my eyes and my nose and my mouth, but of course I jest. Need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It's okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. Okay, well, let's just present this then. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds, then one day word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? Found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word, White. Mr. White, I know that you did this to the politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You're involved in all of the suicide cases that we investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello. Mr. Wrong will now be leaving. Yes, sir, and I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White? That you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case? I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't have to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man standing right in front of me, he looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in any position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police, now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe, reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually, Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right, sorry, pal. But what's the murder, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. September 8, 3:37 p.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. What's going to set a trap for me? The prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Ah, now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you? This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Defend me in court. Cheer me on in court. Defend me in court. Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright! Huh. Leave it to me. I'm Mia's sister. After all, lawyership runs in our blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that run in your blood? I'd better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Lawyer for Rookies. But wait. What? I'm kidding, it was a joke. No way! No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I just can't sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Oh, okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change yet with crime. Yet with crime, it's the same old story. Let's save for now. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit to 3 days was put on initial court cases. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. To be continued. Ooh. I want to say I want to end it here for today, but let's keep the ball rolling. There was just way too many interruptions for today, and I'm just like, the momentum is here, and we're gonna continue. Day 3, the trial. Okay, let's continue. September 9, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Oh, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Oh, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White has to say today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. But does White have the judge in it? Wait, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. Oh, what? Okay, let's do this. September 9, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. Court is how does his voice is again. Court is now in session. Yes. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Well, let's see. Just in case. Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edward why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Raise an objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in trial against Miss Maya Fey? I am very sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at that time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. That is all. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends called me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! Hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let's see it again. Just precautionary measures. Let him have it, Phoenix! Witness testimony. Witness account. Let's see, it's about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusing, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from the outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant's guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, gotta press him. There wasn't any blatant contradictions. Okay, let's see. It's about nothing wrong with that. We need to view some papers by the window. to look at the building across the way. I wanna know. By window, you mean the one directly across? Correct. That is the only window you see. And there you are reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. A bad one. It must be when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Spiky-haired man attacking. Spiky hair. Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this fey woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. Wright. Ho ho, I know, after all, I am El Presidente. Please, continue. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. Gave chase and struck her down. Dang it. Said to the left this time. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Victim ran to the left and gave chase. Okay, let's go back to the impaction. Impaction, you just mean impact? Ridiculosity. I think you need to brush up on your language skills. Second thought, perhaps I better leave the whole language thing alone. Because I am always so perfect. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said to press further. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May, but he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course, he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull something off with that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? Should we present this? Nope. It does. I don't see any contradiction. Okay, we're not getting off of this perfectly. I don't see anything else. I guess this is the end of it. Psst. Hey, Phoenix! Doesn't something about that strike you as a little odd? Should I present the floor plan? Ooh. No. Wait, why did... That doesn't... Oh, okay, yeah. No. Dang it. Oh. I can't present. Let's see what... So this is the same thing. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Warrior. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. And what did you do then? What the hell? I don't see anything wrong with... I mean, I've already pressed multiple times. I don't see any sort of evidence that can... I guess we'll go with that. Guess I didn't use Miss May's testimony. Forgot about that. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What's this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. That was it? Frick. Forgot that I had Miss May's testimony saying it's moving right. I should have looked at my evidence. It's simple, you have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. Directly away from the door. To a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Mr. White is right. As Mr. White has testified, Mia ran to the left. But if that is the case, why would she run in the opposite direction of the door? She did not. She was running towards the door, Your Honor. Wow. Now you're the one making a contradiction, Mr. Wright. Not at all. Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime scene from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay and Company, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where... Okay. It would be here. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is, where the killer was standing. Order, order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. The position of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, that seems a bit far-fetched. Ho 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 ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. But now he's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Let's save. I know what our chances is. We only got one chance now. We're riding on. Just one try. If we get this wrong, whew. Gotta restart. Witness testimony. She ran to the left. Okay. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does make sense, yes. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Okay, I think it's the... I want to say it's the hitting her twice. So you were watching both times? I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him. I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off of his face. It's just one hit. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. 2 accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing falling. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. Also, I'm gonna save just because I plugged in my laptop and I don't know if it seems like stuff happens when it's plugged in. Other than being charged, it seems to have a bunch of technical difficulties when it's plugged. Killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. Then you did her in with a single blow, thwap. Oh, that's terrible. Thwap indeed. Also, it looks like the bitrate has gone poo-poo again. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Okay, let's get him. At the other window. But isn't there only one window? You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the sea. Phoenix! Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. There's way too many revisions to his testimony. This is very suspect. Okay, of course. Of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Ooh. Boy, oh boy. I already know the light stand was broken. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problem, or I mean problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he have? You have proof? I do. Sure do, Your Honor. The person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over because, according to this, the stand was not in the view of the window. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were looking through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White? If you were in Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. The only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you're at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Sounds like Mortal Kombat music. Oh gosh. I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. What? You're gonna do that so that he would be charged with the wiretapping instead of the murder? Oh my fudge. The wiretap? Order, Mr. Edgeworth. Explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. Really don't like where this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Coat. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You're most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. White would like you to believe that Mr. White... Oh wait, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to the place to wiretap it, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix, your theory is revealed, for this baseless conjecture it is. No, I don't know about the truth's ideas, no. Mr. White, I'll save here. You will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Testimony. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay and Company law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct, that is right. I see, very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix! Okay, I gotta press because this is... We've got one shot. Let's see this. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. Okay. I'll just press all the statements. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints, several days old, were found in the Fay and Law Company offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay and Company law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. But why? Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect the client's confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as the light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a bodacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Bluff something out of him? Bluff something? Bluff what? I can't bluff anything because if it's wrong. Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that is as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably, and that is all. No more. Can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? am I? What just happened? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Oh, what? Ah, you're finally awake. Yeah. Hey, Phoenix. Gak. That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Oh, wait, what? You're Maya. What the heck is happening? What is this? Don't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya's channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But, we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now, listen. You've already won, huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, that's a big... Wow, what a big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase. September 4. September 4. That's right, Phoenix. I bought the stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated in the court record. Receipt for a glass light stand, the date of purchase the day before the murder. Oh, that's just what we need. Nice. September 9, 1:16 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. Mr. Defendant, rather. Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. Cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. Promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. We have something on you now. Well, this is it. See. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Wahahaha. You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side. Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of the purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay and Company law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Frick, this guy just doesn't give up. Eh? What? No way can he worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. Ah yes. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claim. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Okay. Why not object? Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether there are new claims, whether these new claims have any bias, basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? Completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No! There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with something or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all... Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Gah! The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like you to read to the court. Mia's memo. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Deceased! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Oh gosh, we got Deus Ex Mia. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again! That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that, if only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Wow, that was a toughie. What a roller coaster that was. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Well, I never thought I'd... do this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. But no, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! Hehe, I'm not Chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight, say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia! September 9, 9:02 p.m. Faye and Company Law offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. I was kind of worried you might not. Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Wow, you should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya! Maya? What did I look like? My sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of her. She means the office. This office? Someone has to help with the new Write-In Company Law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? That's a great name. Mia said that was what your friend Claire calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here right now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Write-In Company Law offices, it's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Oh. Dang. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Aw. Right, okay, Nick, let's do this. Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Oh, okay, wait up. The end. And with that, Turnabout Sisters episode 2 is concluded. Thanks y'all for joining me on that case. Next time on Phoenix Wright, episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. Wow, this one looks intense. Okay. Well, that is all for today. Thank you so very much for pushing through with all the technical difficulties. Yeah, this quarantine has really exerted the most out of this machine of mine, unfortunately. But we'll try again to stream some more next time. And yeah, we'll have Turnabout Samurai on the next case. Thank you everyone so very much for stopping by or checking out this video on my channel. And remember to always wash your hands, stay at home, and be safe, everyone. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye-bye.